Does have a code on it.
Okay. Thank you.
Your general list when I get to the office.
Okay.
And I'll send
And
it.
then it was the
Thank
same
you.
as
Appreciate you,
Stevens and then Keach or
Okay.
Notes and then Keach.
Appreciate
Keach
it.
conflict.
Mr. Shaw, we're getting your index now.
Okay.
They should be up here in a second.
Appreciate you guys helping me out.
General list, general list.
That's fine.
Timothy Attaway to the lecture. Timothy Attaway.
Okay, Shaw. Good morning, Mr. Shaw.
Morning, Judge. How are you doing?
Good.
I've got Timothy Attaway. It's under Mike Flowers' name, 22 CF 2171F.
Okay, hold on a second, let me get that. Okay, very good.
Judge, we have deposition scheduled for all day on July 12th, so we'd like to put it on the August date.
Okay, state,
Your Honor, that's accurate, and the state doesn't object.
very good. We'll continue to the next pretrial on August, August 16th.
Thank you.
We're doing the ones for Mr. Patel next.
And I believe he only has Jared Stevens, Gunn, 21 CF 3196.
Correct.
Yeah, Derek Stevens to the lecture. Derek Stevens.
Judge, again, Tim Shelford, Jared Stevens, 21 CF 3196. We have taken a substantial amount of depositions already in this case. We had 5 that did not show up, that were lay witnesses to the event. We're re-subpoenaing them. We'd like to put it on the August date, and then there'll be a stand your ground motion filed.
There's no objection from the state.
Just wanted to make sure we're making progress, and it sounds like you guys are working hard, and I appreciate that. We'll
Thank you.
continue this to 8:16 and 9 a.m. for the next pre-trial.
Thank you. That's all I have to say.
Okay, very good. Ms. Gooden? Did she step out?
I haven't seen this good in this morning.
Mr. Niddle? Am I pronouncing that name right?
That's correct, Judge. Case,
We're ready for number 16, Henson.
I thought it was, but I hate to mispronounce people's name, which I unfortunately
I
do.
had 3 cases, all 3 are in custody, but we can do Jamarian Pride first, and Greg Johnson and Notorian Henson Pride.
16 and 17, Henson Brown.
Jamarian Pride is a juvenile judge, and the jail indicated that they had a waiver of transporting him to court on
Correct.
file, but that was for a previous date. He should be here, but he's not, but I just got appointed, so
Okay,
I can advise the court that we need to set depositions in this case, so I would ask for the August pretrial date. And I would advise the court, I filed a motion for ROR,
I saw
but
that.
I just noticed that I went up to the clerk's office and they have.
They had filed the information.
They have filed the information.
And I did note that, and I was going to deal with it today, so I appreciate you bringing it up.
I don't believe it was filed yesterday, but I just checked and it is filed today, so.
So I'm going to go ahead and, because it's been filed, of course, I'm going to deny it. Just put it on.
Okay. August, what's the next court date?
The next court date is August 16th at 9 a.m. is the next pretrial. This is correct. Jamarian Pride, 23 CF 322.
And then this is Greg Johnson.
Gregory Paul Johnson.
Mr. Johnson has 3 pending cases on today's docket. He's also got a pending case out of Crestview for a battery on an inmate that's in front of Judge Gonter. And I just,
Who?
Judge Gonter.
Should that be transferred down here?
I don't know, it's a battery on an inmate case.
We'll look and
It's
see who
okay.
has the lower case number, Your Honor. I've got the majority of his accomplishments lately, so I will look and see whether or not we need to add that as well.
That case is 1092.
So I
It
have-
sounds like it will be, it sounds like it'll come down here, Judge. We'll get a motion in order to.
Whatever. I just have two cases, Mr.
And that's all I see as well. It's just-
I've got 23 CF 778 and 23 CF 779.
I'm sorry, the third case I have is a misdemeanor, I apologize.
That's all right. Okay, are they tracking together with these felonies?
No, the misdemeanor's been taken care of.
Okay.
In 778 and 779, I just got appointed on that case. I need to set depositions, particularly in 778.
These are very recent filings, so the court would grant
Correct, yes.
the continuance to August 16th at 9 a.m. for the next pre-trial.
And Mr. Niddle, if you would, please, sir, since there was another attorney on it, if you would verify, we sent you discovery back in May, so just verify that you received it. If you didn't, just reach out to our office. We'll make sure that it gets resent to you.
I didn't get any discussion.
All right, then we'll make sure as long as we have your notice. And then also, if you would please, when you get a chance, send me some dates that you're available so we can get those depositions on the books for you too.
It's probably easier for me to get the days you're available.
No, I can make myself available. So that's why we want to do it that way.
All right,
That way it goes quicker.
that's fine.
Can I address the gallery?
I'm sorry?
Can I address the gallery?
Sure.
There was a mix-up with courtrooms this morning. 3 Alpha was unavailable for Judge Ketchell. This is felony inmate pretrial court with Judge Ketchell. If you're here for misdemeanor court, that's been moved to 2 Bravo with Judge Mason. So misdemeanor court with Judge Mason's and 2 Bravo, felony pretrial court with Judge Ketchell is now in 1 Alpha. Thanks.
Thank you.
And the last case I have is Latoria and Henson Brown.
Mr. Brown?
Judge, we just wrapped up the depositions on Mr. Brown's case. Mr. Rogers and I are in the process of discussing some type of resolution. Mr. Rogers informed me this morning that he needs some time to speak to the victim. We're contemplating a youthful offender plea at some point, Judge. So I would ask to set this to the August date. By then, we should know what's going to happen.
So would this be a last continuance?
Yes.
That's accurate, Judge.
Pardon?
That is accurate.
Okay, so we will continue this to 8/16 at 9 a.m., the next pretrial, and we'll ask the clerk make a note in the minutes this will be the last continuance. Appreciate it.
All right, that's all I have, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Mr. Darian, hi, my friend. Darian.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ricky Dyram on behalf of Antonio Bell Betts, 23 CF 483 and 19 CF 1261. Judge, I was just retained on this case. I have not received discovery. We can pass it. Is 8/12 the next pretrial?
Okay, so did you announce both cases?
I did, Your Honor.
Okay. Very good. Stays okay?
Yes, Your Honor, he is recently retained, and I do believe, Mr. Darden, that we gave the public defender discovery, so if you'll just shoot me an email, I'll have it sent over to you pretty quickly.
Perfect. Very good. So we'll continue to the next pretrial, which is 8/16 at 9 a.m.
8/16. Thank you, Your Honor. That's all
Thank
I
you.
have. Have a good day.
Mr. Reed?
Mr. Reed, you guys coming out, you want to take a second to talk to him here? Or do
Yes,
need-
Judge. You need to pass over?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Can you put down the...
Ms. Dudley?
Damian Beltran, number 16 Beltran.
Your Honor, Damian Beltran in 22 CF 3063 and 22 CF 2552.
doing on this?
We have been working on this discovery. I believe I got some additional discovery sent this weekend, and then I believe the state has got a search warrant. They have to go through it to see if they can get it to us. Then we can start working on depositions.
That's correct, Your Honor, and there is an offense report coming to her as well. That's what the search warrant.
Does it look like in the next cycle, over the next couple of months, we can get some of these depositions?
We hope so, Your Honor. Once we get everything, then we'll have to review it, and hopefully, it's just trying to get every little video, because there's 2 different cases, and they're big charges.
Okay, yeah, no, I understand these are serious charges, but just want to make sure that, you know, anything that I can do to help to make sure things are getting done.
Yes, sir.
So, good. So we'll continue this to 8/16 at 9 a.m. next pre-trial, 8/16.
We'll just pass it.
Your Honor, that's all I have.
That's all you got? Thank you.
Mr. Harsher.
Mr. Harsher.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have 2 cases I'm covering for Mr. Henderson this morning.
For Mr. Henderson?
Yes,
Hold
sir.
on.
One I have is Anthony Miles.
This is Mariano.
Oh, this is Mariano. We'll call him first then. Case number is 22CF2884. And I've just asked that this gets passed. I think he has a bond hearing set tomorrow at 2:30 p.m.
What number is that?
It's going to be Martin Ariano.
Okay, Martin. Okay, got it. So where are we at on this case? I'm sorry, I was trying to find it.
That's fine, Your Honor. I'm just asking that it gets passed till tomorrow. He has a bond hearing set for tomorrow.
Okay. So there's a bond hearing set tomorrow?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, where are we at with the overall case? This is a pretrial, so this is kind of, hey, where are we at with the case? I just want to make sure you're getting your discovery, and bond is a separate issue.
Your Honor, Mr. Henderson does have the discovery. From what I understand, we did conduct a deposition of the victim. There may be more depositions needed, and I think that's where we're at with the case.
Okay. When are we going to know whether we need more depositions?
To be frank, Your Honor, I don't know if Mr. Henderson's going to take more depositions, but I don't know if
Any depositions that need to be taken, can they be taken in the next couple months?
Yes, Your
during
Honor,
this
they
cycle?
definitely can be
Okay.
taken in the next couple months. I do have some dates open before the next pretrial, I think.
Just trying to make sure the cases are moved, counsel. That's the
Yes,
purpose
Your
of these
Honor. I
pretrials.
understand. I would like to ask, is there a plea offer?
There is, but I will have to pull it up because I do not know.
No, that's good. Make sure and pass that on to them for these.
Thank you.
So we'll continue this till August 16th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. The next case I have is Anthony Miles. We have a waiver on file. I'm not sure. Is he here? Okay. Correct. I've shown that he had 3 cases tagging along.
I have one case.
Your Honor?
Oh, Mr. Keach, so we have different attorneys. Mr. Keach?
Your Honor, actually, Mr. Miles has a total of 3 cases. The first one is reflected under Mr. Jason Cobb. It's case number 2013-70.
Correct, Your Honor.
Then, Your Honor, we have,
Hold on, I gotta find these.
and that's Jason Cobb's case.
That's Mr. Cobb's case.
Yes, sir.
I'm here.
And I'm here for Mr. Gillespie on that case, Your Honor.
Okay.
Additionally, Your Honor, we have case number 173441.
And who's the attorney on that one?
Your Honor, the attorney is Mr. Ramey on that, and I believe Mr. Keach is covering for him. Additionally, Your Honor, case number 193289, which is reflected under Mr. Henderson, has actually been consolidated into the 173441. And that was done a while back, so I don't know why they're not tracking both under Mr. Ramey.
Your Honor, I was shown on the last court minutes when I was researching on this case before I came to court that they were just all 3 were tagging along. So I was just in an abundance of caution,
Okay.
ask if there was any objection to a continuance on these.
As far as the state
Well,
goes,
we've
Your Honor.
got 3 cases, we've got 3 lawyers, they
And
get to each.
We'll address one at a time, Your Honor. In the case number, the RICO case, which is 2013-70, that I'm here for Mr. Gillespie for, that Mr. Cobb has, I believe they have an extensive amount of depositions set, and there is no objection to a continuance if that's what Mr. Cobb is asking for.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Judge, we have depots scheduled all down the 25th of August.
Okay.
So I need a continuance.
So what will that kind of complete the depositions that you're?
For that case.
That case, yeah, we're just talking one case at a time.
Yes, sir.
We're dealing with 20 CF 1370. Will that complete the discovery, you think?
Yes, sir. The discovery is voluminous, but that will complete it.
Okay. So would this be the last continuance? That's kind of what I'm looking at. Where we're going with this case? Is there an offer on the table?
Mr. Gillespie and I have been in discussions concerning an offer. He's made an offer. He asked me yesterday on the phone to give him a counteroffer, which I'm going to do. But the discovery in this is just unbelievably massive, and so that's where we're kind of frustrating after depositions.
Okay.
Hey, Judge, man.
So when is the deposition? August what?
August 25th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me, Judge, may I say something to the court, please?
Once you say it to your attorney, sometimes when you say stuff, it hurts your case. If you speak to the court, I'm going to probably swear you in.
I mean,
Talk to your attorney.
Yeah, I have a problem with my attorney. That's
If you
what
got a
I'm
problem with your attorney, then file a Nelson hearing.
saying. I did.
Why isn't it scheduled? Which attorney are you not happy
Jason
with?
Cobb.
Which one?
That'd be me, Judge.
Mr. Cobb?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, let's schedule the Nelson hearing for Mr.
Yes,
Cobb.
sir.
Okay.
Just to be clear, Ms. also mentioned that 3289 was consolidated into 3441. So Mr. Keach will be, no, Mr. Rady will be on that case, and then the third count on 3289 with Mr. Henderson will be on one case as well. So 3441 will have 2 attorneys on it.
At this time, I guess so, until Mr. Henderson withdraws. But I'll leave that up to Mr. Ramey and Mr. Henderson to discuss
In
with
the
their
meantime,
client.
Mr. Harsher is here for Mr. Henderson.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, yes.
Thank you.
So, when do we have a half hour to do a Nelson?
Yes, sir. You have.
We could even do them in the morning on yeah, we can do it.
Judge, I know I'm going to be out of town on the 18th. That's a vacation that's not in my control.
What about July 11th?
I can
It's the
manage
week
that.
before.
I haven't seen the motion yet.
Don't you have access to the file?
I looked at the file today. I didn't think I saw that, so.
You have them.
I was just talking to Mr. Gillespie about the case yesterday, and he didn't mention anything to it, so I wrote
When
this.
did you file it? Do you remember?
The end of May. I just got a response back last week.
From response?
Yes.
By whom?
The court sent me a letter back acknowledging my motion.
I'll look at it, Judge.
The note to defendant was done on June 8th, Your Honor.
So it's around the end of May. Okay. So that will be,
That is the arraignment date for the so there will be cases coming on.
sure. We can still do it in the morning.
Yes, sir.
We'll do it at 9 a.m. on July 11th. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. It won't take a long time. Okay, so where are we at on the other cases?
Okay.
So on Mr. Cobb's case, we'll go ahead and continue that to August 16th. Well, we'll still have to see where things are at because other things may come into play, even though that's before the deposition, but we still like to track these.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What about the other cases?
Judge, I'm, for the record, Jeremy Keach here on behalf of Russ Ramey in the 17-3441 case. Mr. Ramey, when I spoke with him, he indicated that he and the state were working on tracking down some transcripts or some depositions. Is that my understanding?
Yes, Your Honor. I have been in contact with Mr. Ramey and specifically with his assistant as well. It turns out that while he has had an opportunity to go view the evidence at the sheriff's office, the stuff that we can't send, he has looked at that already, so it's moving forward. It turns out that they had not received all the prior discovery from the other attorneys. This case has gone through a couple of attorneys. So what we have done is we are working on getting them a fresh copy of everything so that they have a complete copy of everything, and we know they do. So that is in progress. There's several discs that are being still copied. They should have everything, I would say, by the end of the week.
He's essentially asking for
And there's no objection to a continuance because there is a good...
I understand that, but I mean, I don't know the whole history here. I didn't look closely at the file, but it's filed in 2017.
Your Honor, this is the one that we have to retry. So he's already been and gone and back.
Okay.
So, but in Mr. Ramey's defense, I don't think he was aware he didn't have everything from the prior attorneys. When I inquired, he realized he didn't, so I wanted to make sure that he does have everything, a fresh copy. So that's what we're getting him.
Very good. So we'll continue this case also to 16th, August 16th. Thank you, Mr. Keith. Thank you. Counsel for Mr. Henderson.
Yes, Your Honor. I think this case stems out of the previous case, the 17 CF 3441 case. So I believe it's a discovery issue as well, so it'll be dependent on
Basically tracking that case.
Correct, Your Honor.
That's the state's intent. We're going to intend to try them together.
So we'll continue to 8/16. Hopefully we'll look at it and, have all the discovery in place and next time see if we're, getting ready for trial. So.
And the good thing is most depositions have all been done, and we are giving them the transcripts of those as well.
Okay, very good. And we'll get your Nelson hearing at that point. So purpose of these hearings is these are procedural hearings, these pre-trials, kind of see where things are at. So it looks like progress is being made on the retrial, and we'll go from there. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. What time is that on the 16th, Judge? 9 a.m. Thank you.
Mr. Notes.
Judge, the first two cases that I have on the docket are inmates for sure, but I need to pass them so I can go back and write up plea agreements. I've just got them settled. So Brittany Bonnie will come back to, and Tyler Bunch.
Okay, hold on a second.
That leaves me with Barry Gaspin. He's got 3 cases, 21 CF, 2971.
So Bunch is coming back. You got it. We'll pass over Bunch, did you say?
Yes.
Okay. And then pass over
Bonnie.
What's the other one?
Brittany Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Number 26. They're going to both be police, Judge, I expect.
Sure. Okay.
We got Mr. Gaspin coming out now for Mr. Notes.
Okay.
I know, he's my little lad.
Judge, Mr. Gaspin's case,
I'll just call. I'm sorry, Mr. Notes.
so Barry Joseph Gaspin, 21 CF 2971, 21 CF 3043, and 22 CF 2298. Judge, the state informed me just less than an hour ago that they have new information from FDLE about the report that they did, and I don't know, I'm assuming they're going to do an additional report to.
It's not new information, it was there already, Mr. Noakes. It's a question
It's a
you
question,
had.
yes, Judge.
And Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045. Days Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at daystirepros.com. Tire Pros love the drive.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
This is Tiffany Woodham, State Farm's newest agent in Crestview. I'd like to personally invite you to stop by my office on North Verdon Boulevard for a no-cost policy review. Let me help you start saving today. Call in, walk in, or click in at yourcrestviewagent.com.
At bar, the court's going to continue this until 8/16, assuming that clarification is done. There was an announcement last time. It was the last continued. We're going to, this exigent circumstance, so we're going to continue it again. But I'm assuming we'll get it clarified and we'll figure out what we're doing with this case, either plea or go to trial. The next cycle.
And we would ask, Your Honor, that one of these be set for trial the next cycle if we haven't resolved it.
I got last year. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go this time.
And so are we.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay. Okay.
I've got Mario Lee.
For that you don't need to talk to in the back?
I do not need to.
How many more do you have?
I've got Lee and Sullivan.
Lee and Sullivan?
Yes.
We also get Mr.
I don't have Bonnie.
It's Bonnie, but it looks like Boney. B-O-N-E-Y.
Yeah, but I don't have that name on my list. We didn't get it. Yeah.
Mr. Lee?
Judge, Mr. Lee's case, 23 CF 148. Judge, I think the state's in agreement with continuing it to set depots.
State, this is a recent case, so.
Yes, sir.
The court will continue that to 8/16 at 9 a.m. Jeremy Sullivan, I think.
Judge, Mr. Sullivan's case, 2020 CF 698, 2020 CF 952, and 2020 1545. Judge, this case has recently been assigned to Assistant State Attorney Noah Lasco. He and I spoke yesterday evening after hours, actually, and discussed the facts of the case. I sent him an email this morning. We both believe it can be resolved if we continue just like one last time. I believe he's in agreement with that.
I am. Okay. And will it take a full cycle, or do you want to come back on a miscellaneous in a month or so?
That'd be fine, Judge. If that's okay with you.
I think one cycle would be sufficient, Your Honor.
Okay. The court will continue this to 8/16 at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge. And then I've got those other two.
Got the other two. You can come back.
Yeah, Jeremy Sullivan.
That's Jeremy Sullivan.
Yes, sir. There's an order of living on this case way back.
Hold on a second. Just notes. The clerk has a little information.
The defendant was arrested on the KBS back on February 13th of 2023, but there was also an order revoking bond that was done back in January of 2021. Can I go ahead and recall that, seeing as he's been arrested on the FDA?
Good. I think that's a housekeeping. I think it probably should be recalled.
I agree. We'll recall. We don't have any facts.
Right. And he was in jail in Santa Rosa County when he was up here. So.
Thank you. So we'll continue this to 8/16 at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Mr. Keach, come on up. I think you got a few.
Mr. Banks.
Is this Banks?
Yes, sir.
Just make you announce.
James Banks and 22 CF 2776, Your Honor. Judge, I'm going to be moving for a one-cycle continuance. We had depositions scheduled in late May, but due to officer training, we were only to conduct 2 depositions out of about 12. We're in the process of rescheduling those with Mr. Okaloosa's assistant. But we don't have a date locked down yet. There's also some other things we're working on. So if we can move it to the 8/16 pretrial, I'm hopeful that we're getting closer to a resolution on that date.
Very good. State?
Yes, Your Honor, that's accurate, and state
Very
doesn't
good. The
object.
court will grant the continuance until the next pretrial cycle, 8/16 at 9 a.m.
All right.
The next individual on the docket, Your Honor, is going to be James Carnley. He has 2 cases, 21 CF 2905 and 22 CF 1936. He's actually in a similar situation, Mr. Banks, where the same officers were basically involved in depositions. They are unavailable due to training. We are in the process of rescheduling those as well, so I'm going to have to move him to the 8/16 also.
That's accurate, Judge, and we, I believe, have been thrown around dates, so there is some discussion about what dates these should be, and we have gotten some dates, we just need to get them.
Okay. Is it all possible if we can try and get these depositions before the next cycle, that we can really kind of assess where we're at and figure out, and get ready to either go to trial or if there's a possible resolution to try and deal with that. So we'll continue this to 8/16 at 9 a.m.
Next should be Curran Flores.
Judge, this is Curran Flores. He has
one. Sorry, go ahead, Mr. Keach.
Judge's current courts, 22 CF 1539 and 22 CF 1562. Mr. Gates also has 2 companion cases.
Yes, Your Honor, that's 22 CF 2481 and 22 CF.
Hold on a second, hold on.
Yes, Your Honor. I have him on my docket, Your Honor. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but he was listed as number 62 on my docket.
Okay.
The second 62.
That's right. Got it. Thank you. So did you announce those cases as well?
Yes, Your Honor. It's 22 CF 2481 and 22 CF 2485.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Keith.
All right, Judge, in 22 CF 1562, the depositions in that case, for the most part, have been completed. In the 22 CF 1539, we still have the depositions of a witness who we were unable to locate, as well as 4 to 5 law enforcement officers to do. I believe those depositions were all on June 1st. I believe we have a tentative date of July 14th, and then we also have some other dates that Mr. Lasco's assistant gave us. So we should have all those completed by the 8/16 pretrial.
Okay, good.
If I can move it to that date, I have filed a bond motion for Mr. Flores. If I could have a date to have that heard in the interim of the 8/16, that'd be helpful.
Be glad to. We'll just talk about your case in general, and then we'll get the bond.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Keys' case actually has a minimum mandatory sentence of 7 years.
So you're kind of
Just kind of along for the ride.
Okay, very good. So, the bond, let's see. What do you see, Jess? Either one of our July afternoon cases?
You want it to be in the afternoon?
Yeah.
July 11th is out.
Well, bond, that's not true. We can do it in the morning.
You had July 11th and July 18th at 9.
And can you do July 11th, Mr. Peach, for a bond hearing in the morning?
Yes, sir.
Shouldn't take that long.
Yes, sir.
And I will let the court know that I've still some cases that I've probably said I will not be available for July 18th, so I will be asking for the July 11th date, just so the court's aware too.
Okay.
That's what we said.
I am, but I won't be available for July 18th.
Yeah, he's trying to warn me to set a few on the 18th for other people so that we can reserve his.
10-9.
I appreciate it. No, thank you for helping me out with that.
So, Judge, just for record keeping purposes, the bond motion is July 11th at 9 a.m. and we'll file a notice to that effect. And then the pretrial cases are on August 16th at 9 a.m.
That is correct, and that's for all 4 of the cases. Mr. Gates 2 as well as your 2 on 8/16.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Grants and Walton.
Oh, Grants and Walton, Marcia.
Cordarius Grant, Your Honor, is on your docket, but I believe those cases, as of yesterday, have all been transferred to Judge Brown's division.
That's accurate, Judge.
Okay.
I don't have any issues. What was that last name one more time?
Oh, Cordarius Grant, Grant, should have, he had
That's
2
correct,
cases.
Your Honor.
Okay, very good. I just want to make sure we were all on the same page. We'll have you can go next, Mr. Kaplan, if that's good. So when he gets finished, we'll get your case.
I just saw that thing, so that makes sense.
What case is the interpreter waiting for?
Marcia's not, the interpreter will be next.
Okay, good.
We've got.
Judge, this is Ms. Knox, 20 CF 2949, 22 CF 1305, and 22 CF 1353. Judge, we had depositions in the 22 CF 1353 case. Everyone was served. Unfortunately, the lead case agent failed to appear. I spoke with Mr. Rogers, who's handling these cases, and he has spoken with that law enforcement officer, and we have tentative dates of July 6th and 7th in the afternoon.
set aside for her to appear, and we're just trying to confirm whether we have to serve her or if the state's going to accept service on her behalf, as well as a court reporter. So I'd like to put her on the 8/16 docket. However, if we can reach a resolution, we can always move her up, and I know there's a VOP out there that the state has talked about setting as well. But if we
Let me ask you this, assuming, always the assumption is that the depositions go down, or, you know, that you're able to conduct those, will we be moving toward some sort of resolution, a VOP trial, some type of hearing, or can we announce the last continuance on this?
On the 22 CF 1353 case, yes, sir. I mean, if that officer shows up, then I will have completed all the depositions of the state's witnesses. And then I think we could probably start talking about a resolution in that regard.
And that's
now, if the state wants to set the VOP hearing anytime after the tentative depot date, assuming that we get that depot done, if we want to put it on like the July 11th in the afternoon or July 18th, assuming with the understanding that if she's not available, that we can cancel the hearing?
Yeah, I mean, it may be better if we just hold off on scheduling now unless we're concerned that for some reason, you know, that date is going to become unavailable in the future.
I mean, right now, we're in good shape, but sometimes, you know,
Sure,
we've got both our dates in July are we're unsurprisingly clear in the afternoon, so for our lengthier hearings.
Do you want to set the VOP?
It's up to you. If you
July
like to
18th, and
if there's a resolution made.
I mean, that would certainly keep things moving.
Yeah.
Why don't we do it on the 18th so that the case isn't going to be there? We do it on the 18th in the afternoon. That works.
Certainly, I had rescheduled.
oh, Judge, actually, can we put, is the 11th available? I just realized I had a mediation on the 18th.
You got a mediation in the morning or the afternoon?
I'm sorry, I just.
You jinxed it there.
I know.
And now that I'm thinking about it, I have a potential trial that may go the week of July 10th or the 17th, so I wonder if we can hold off on scheduling this. I'm sorry to go back and forth.
That's fine.
We can hold
We
off.
can always, we can get to the depot date if we lock that in, and if we have a plea resolution, we can always put on the morning docket, I think, for a quick plea. Would that be a
Absolutely. You can always, okay. You can always do that. Okay, so we'll continue this to July 16th at 9 a.m. for the pre-trial, and hopefully some of the other stuff will allow us to proceed forward.
So 8/16.
Correct.
All right. Judge, I also have two out of custodies. Okay, real quick. The first one would be Jennifer Diaz, DIAZ, 23 CF 516, 23 CF 660. That's the Sharpness's case. We set her on this docket because she was set.
And that's a recent placement, because I don't have that.
She was originally scheduled for Monday, and there was some confusion due to the transfer of divisions, whether she had noticed. So she's here. If we can move her to the 8/14 pretrial, I think we're in a position to resolve one case. It's just one of the other cases that we're still working on.
Okay. What case number is this?
23 CF 516, and then 23 CF 660. Both those cases moved to August 14th.
And Diaz is the last name?
Yes, sir. DIAZ, first name Jennifer, middle Loretta, right?
Okay. So you're asking to continue this until the 8/16?
8/14.
8/14, correct, she's out. Correct. Continue this to 8/14 at 9 a.m. Correct.
And finally, Judge, I have Bartavius Sorey, SOREY, 23 CF 167. He was in custody at the time that this court said he's now out. Judge, we've completed one round of depositions that were on June 2nd. The state listed 2 additional law enforcement officers. We're trying to get those guys done on those July 6th and 7th dates as well. So if we can move them to the 8/14 docket, hopefully we'll have most of the depositions done.
Very good. The court will continue this to 8/14 at 9 a.m.
All right. You got it. That concludes my business. Maybe excused.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Senor Castro Santiago.
Oh, Ms. Gooden?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Gooden.
Cheryl Business for Mr. Castro. I know that's not the proper pronouncement of his name, however, you and I both have had the issue with the 787 Castro. We have an agreement.
Hold on.
He was an add-on.
He's an add-on?
Yes, Your Honor.
With Ms. Gooden?
Okay.
Yes. I didn't notice the hearing.
Okay, would you announce the name again and the case number? Sorry.
Andre Sanchez Castro,
And the case number?
20 CF 3012.
Okay, very good.
We have a written agreement. May I approach?
You may. Thank you.
What number do you have? Did you file a notice of appearance? Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you. You may need to look down. Okay.
Your Honor, because this was an add-on, I don't have a score sheet, but I will follow up with you.
Okay.
And
Is the score sheet not a downward departure?
I don't believe it's a downward departure.
it is not a downward.
Okay, I just want to make sure that's the one thing that has to be, something that's
If
put
I
on
remember
there.
correctly.
It is the violation was based on a misdemeanor, so I don't think it affects the prior score very greatly.
Okay, very good. Counsel, would you announce the plea agreement?
He is going to admit the violation of probation. He is going to be restored to the original probation with the added term of 12 months community control, $100 cost of probation, prosecution probation. When he is released from Walton County Jail, he is to report within 24 hours to the Okaloosa County Probation. And he will be restored to the original terms and conditions of the original probation.
Okay, I think I understand what you've written down. So I have one question, just point of clarification. When it's restored to probation with 12 months on community control, are we adding an additional 12 months of community control, or are we applying the community control to what he'd previously been sentenced to his probation? It's unclear. I could read either one in this.
I believe
You understand my question?
I do understand your question. I believe it would be adding the 12 months. Is that correct, Ms. Gooden?
I believe so.
Probation, restored probation and extended 12 months. Okay, good, I'm glad we got.
Thank you.
Very important that the sentence is clear so that you understand what you're doing, so you get the best chance that you can be successful with this probation.
Okay, thank you. If he agrees.
He's lost.
Conditional about it.
and I was trying to accomplish his reinstatement of probation without actually bringing him up here, but we weren't able to facilitate that. And that's the reason for the confusion of report at, and then release from Henry County, and that's the reason for the strikeout.
Okay. Mr. Castro, I need to ask you a few questions. Would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the information you are about to proceed is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay. So, you heard your attorney state the terms of the probation, and that his terms are contained in the written plea agreement here today that you signed, correct?
Yes, sir.
Have you gone over this plea agreement in detail with your attorney to make sure you had all your legal questions answered?
Yes.
And you understand that by entering into this plea agreement, it will be a final resolution of this violation of probation, and you'll continue on with your probation. You'll be extended 1 year and add community control onto that. And you've had community control explained to you. That's basically house arrest, except when you're working, or do you understand that? Okay. Do you have any questions about this? Okay. Very good. Based upon that testimony, the court will accept your plea. The defendant will admit the violation of probation, be an adjudication of guilt. The court will restore the defendant to probation and extend it 1 year of community control. You know, the cost of probation, VOP, prosecution, and you'll continue with the other original terms and conditions. You report to probation in Okaloosa County as soon as you're released from Walton County. Okay? You have 30 days to appeal this sentence. And you'll get me a score sheet.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're not objecting to the score sheet though, right?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Gooden.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Would you announce Mr. Powell?
Yes, sir. Jason Cobb on behalf of Dwayne Shelton in 2022 CF 1662 and 2022 CF 2422. Because we have depositions scheduled on August 3rd. I believe if you get an August 16th date, this will be ready for landing on August.
So assuming the depositions go down, this will be the last continuance?
I hope so, Judge, but I'm not going to put me on the spot and say that I may have to file for something later on, but I'm going to get resolved.
The way we always do this, when we announce last, if there's exigent circumstances, I like that word, and nobody knows what it means, but if there are unusual circumstances, you always get a continuance.
Yes.
So I want to know that based upon where we're at today, if that goes through, are we ready to go? I'm trying to nudge the case along.
Yes, a little bit. 100%
Okay, so court will announce in the clerk's records that it be the last continuance. Continue until 8:16 and 9 a.m. Okay?
Those are my cases.
I can go here. Thank you.
Oh, there is another thing. The Nelson hearing was scheduled on August 11th. I looked at my calendar, and I have a termination of criminal rights trial that morning scheduled in Bay County. Is there a day in June that we could do it?
Yeah, well,
Which case is this?
do it in front of you. It's fine.
Yeah, well, I just went back and looked at the calendar and told me I could do that.
Just communicate with the state and get it changed. It's set right now, but if you need to change it, you can do that. Mr. Captain?
Yes, sir.
I can't cover the.
Dr. Fleming? Yes, sir, this is team right here. 23 CF 122. We have a motion to suppress, Your Honor, set for June 22nd, next Thursday at 1:30. Should be dispositive of the case.
Randy was last. His name was?
Dante Fleming.
So next Thursday?
Yes, sir, it's already set to June 22nd at 1:30. I guess we can pass it until then, Judge, and just see where we are.
I agree.
Okay.
So we'll just, we've already got that set, the motion is suppressed, and then we'll see where that takes us at that point.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Yep. Okay. Let's bring the notes back up for Mr. Notes.
Tyler Bunch.
Mr. Notes?
I'm kind of good.
Okay.
I promise.
I think we've got 2 pleas, Judge.
All right.
Just if I could approach.
Thank you. Please have him sign it. Thank you.
Judge, in Mr. Bunch's case, at this time, it's 23 CF 807. He's going to enter a no contest plea, Judge, with the understanding that he would receive an adjudication, 3 years probation, $615 in court costs, $150 court-appointed legal assistance fee, 50 hours community service work. His driver's license would be suspended for 6 months. And Judge, part of the plea is there's driving on a suspended driver's license that requires 10 days in the county jail. He's been in quite some time. The state and the defendant stipulate that he's completed that 10 days. The other part that I did not add to the plea agreement, but he, in meeting with him a minute ago, we're asking the court to consider waiving his gospel supervision. He's trying to get disability. He's got a medical issue. And that's what I meant to be up to the court.
State, you okay with that?
Yes, Your Honor, the state doesn't object to that.
Mr. Bunch, would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to receive is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Mr. Bunch, you heard your attorney state the terms of your plea agreement. And I see those same terms are contained in your written plea agreement, which you have signed. Have you read through this plea agreement closely?
Yes, sir.
And have you gone over it with your attorney in detail, make sure you had all your legal questions answered?
Yes, sir.
You understand this is the final resolution of your case?
Yes, sir.
And so you're waiving the right to go to a trial and waiving some other valuable legal rights. You've gone over all that with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Believe it's in your best interest?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Based upon that, the court will accept your plea agreement. It will be adjudication of guilt as charged, and the court will sentence you to 3 years of probation with the following conditions. The court costs 50 hours of community service, legal assistance fee, driver's license suspension for 6 months. You're also sentenced on the driving on suspended to the 10 days in the Okaloosa County Jail. You will get credit for time served, and the state has already stipulated that you have served those 10 days, so you'll be able to get out immediately. You do have 30 days to appeal this sentence.
Question. Ricky Bonnie?
Oh, do we have a court sheet?
The state's gonna have to provide that later.
Is there no down, is there a downward departure?
No, Your Honor, it is, he scores 20, I think it was 23 points, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. So, on the, I think there's one technical correction that has to be made to this. Fortunately, we have a clerk that's on top of these things. I think as to the 2 misdemeanor counts, we only get 1 year or time served. I don't know what, or
Time served on misdemeanor.
and or we can do one year concurrent probation.
Credit for time served.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Court will waive cost of supervision.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Now, Ms. Lottie's case.
Okay, thank you. Did you announce the terms of the plea?
Judge, the agreement with the state is 2 years of probation, withhold adjudication, and for my final part, Judge, hold on a second. This should be better, Judge. Brittany Bonnie, 22 CF 1531, 2 years probation, withhold adjudication, 615 court cost.
I'm sorry. Let's make sure we got that case number correct. Did you say that again?
Judge, I think it's 22 CF 1531.
I've got 1571. Am I incorrect?
It is 1571. This other document had 31, but you're right. 1571.
It's 1571? Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Judge.
It's correct on the plea agreement.
So, she's in a no contest with the court, placing her on probation for 2 years with a withhold of adjudication, 615 court cost, $150 court-appointed legal assistance fee. She needs to complete a substance abuse evaluation and treatment recommended, 50 hours community service work.
And adjudication is withheld?
Adjudication is withheld.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good.
And Your Honor, just for the court's knowledge, this will not, I don't think get Ms. Bonnie out of jail because I think she has another case.
She does, but she's got a bond on the other case.
She's got, oh, so this might get her out of jail. We're gonna see her again on July 11th, though, Judge. She has a 23 CF case, which the state is prepared to make her the same offer with concurrent probation on that case. That's why I'm willing to piecemeal these two situations, but there's been no information filed in the 23 case yet. I will make sure that gets done so that come plea day, if she wants to take the concurrent offer, she can go ahead and do that.
So are you going to be on that case as well?
Judge, I'm not at this point. Mr. Medina is. So.
Okay. So, want to make sure Mr. Medina understands that, because that's favorable to his client.
I have no file and have no information.
I understand that, but it's something that's favorable to your client, so I just wanted to make sure you were kind of keyed into it.
Yes, sir, and Mr. Noakes did mention that she was going to come up. I'm sorry, Your Honor, I haven't looked at it.
That's all right. You want to repeat that?
So Mr. Medina, she's taking a withholding 2 years of probation today. The state is willing to piecemeal the two cases on 2 different days because I'm going to give her concurrent offer.
The other case has not yet filed the information, so it can't, but you're assigned to it.
Yes, Your Honor.
And there'll be a concurrent offer.
She's coming back for the arraignment. They're going to offer her the same deal, which is probation. I just wanted to make sure you were kind of aware of it and tied it together.
Greatly appreciate it, Your Honor. May I ask a question on her behalf?
Sure.
And I apologize if I missed this as well. Is she permitted release at this point?
She has a bond. She has a bond.
She has a bond in your case. Today, she's getting, she's going to be released today because she's on probation
Thank
on
you.
this case.
Yes, sir.
So she should be able to get out on her bond on the other case.
Thank you, Your Honor. I am going to give her my card just in case she has any questions upon release.
Okay, very good. Okay, so Ms. Bonnie, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay. So you heard your attorney, you can put your hand down. You heard your attorney state the terms of the plea agreement, and I see those same terms are contained in your written plea agreement that I'm looking here to make sure you've signed, which I assume you have. I don't have this. So there it is. That's all right. Mixed it up. That's all right. So I see you signed the plea and sentencing agreement. So question one, have you read this closely? Yes? Yeah, because we're actually recording this.
Yes.
And have you gone over this in detail with your attorney, make sure you have all your legal questions answered? Because this is a final resolution of your case. It's obviously a reason, it's a good resolution for you, but it still affects your record, because you're pleading no contest, and there'll be a withhold of adjudication will be on your record. So we want to make sure that you understand what you're doing, and you heard the terms of this. 2 years of probation is the court, plus the fees and costs. They always want to make you pay money, right? And 50 hours of community control. Importantly, the substance abuse evaluation and any treatment recommends. We want to put a timeline on that. Normally we've been doing the 60 and 90 or 30 and 60. If not, she's got 2 years to do it.
Your Honor, the standard plea offer form usually has within the evaluation to occur within 30 days and the treatment, if recommended, to occur within 60. I apologize if that wasn't on the standard plea offer.
That's fine.
Sorry.
Thank you for pointing that out, Your Honor.
So are you okay with that, ma'am? You understand that?
Yes.
So, yeah. Just want to make sure that's an important element. Hopefully, I mean, if they feel like there's something that would be helpful, might be something that's possible. Okay? Do you have any questions concerning what we're doing? You understand this is the final resolution of your case?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Mr. Note, your Thank you, ma'am.
Judge, I think when you were announcing the terms, you mentioned 50 hours community control, and you meant community service work, I'm sure.
I did mean community service work.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, I believe that's all I've got. Thank you. Have a good day, Mr. Note. You got a case, Mr. Thomas? Any other private attorneys that have cases here?
Victor Stanton.
Okay, very good.
That's my phone. Judge, my name is James Owens, and I represent Victor Stanton. He's before the court.
Okay.
We have a bond hearing set for next Tuesday, June the 20th at 2:30 before this court.
Okay.
And the final set of depositions, we're hoping are the final, are set in August. There are 2 or 3 co-defendants. Hopefully there'll be a resolution around that time. So I'm asking to continue the case, continue it until Tuesday.
Well, we don't have to continue. I mean, that's just a bond hearing. That's not affecting the underlying case. So we'll go ahead and we've got the bond hearing set, as you've announced. We'll continue the underlying case until 8/16 at 9 a.m., which is the next cycle. Appreciate you giving me up to speed on what's going on with discovery. Appreciate working this.
Thank you, Judge.
Progress.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
We're ready for a shade.
Patrick Jones.
Good morning, Earl.
Good morning, Mr. Tony.
Affirmative.
You can go ahead and announce it, Mr. Tony, case number.
Yeah, this is the versus Shay Patrick Jones. It's my understanding that the state has a
22 CF 1104. I'm sorry. Hold on, let's wait for him to come out.
Here's another max out to keep them all separate. So
That's all right. Appreciate it.
Are you ready, sir? We have your inmates ready. This is going to take a minute. So do you mind jumping? We're going to see Stephen Hooper next. Stephen Hooper.
Good morning, Mr. Powell. How are you doing?
Bo Powell for the record, and Captain Stephen Hooper.
Do you know case number? 22 CF 1747. Go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. We filed a written motion to continue. We have depositions scheduled for June 28th, asking for continuance. We had it previously set for April. One of the main officers was no longer in the sheriff's office. They tracked her down. Depo's right now set for 628. We should be able to bring it in
Do you, unless there's some unusual comes up, if these depots take place, is this the last continuance?
We would ask that it be, Your Honor, and be ready for trial the next time if we don't get this resolved. There's been an offer out there since last October.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay, very good. So we'll continue this to 8/16 at 9 a.m.
I'm sorry, Judge, what was the date?
8/16, I'm sorry, August 16th, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Samuel Jones.
Would you announce the case, Mr. Powell?
Yes. Bo Powell for the record on Captain Jones, 22 CF 2128. Completed the majority of the depositions. We are in plea negotiations. We have a proposed motion to continue. It is one of those where we are getting close to a resolution. I think we have a resolve, so for one way or the other.
Judge, assuming...
Last continue?
That's fair, Judge.
Okay, so we'll continue this until August 16th at 9 a.m. And we'll ask the clerk to note in the minutes that this will be the last continuance. Thank you.
David Hahn.
Do you have another one?
Yes, sir. David Hahn. I'm co-counsel on Mr. Hahn's matter. It might be listed under Michael Riley. Both Powell and David Hahn, 22 CF 861, and Judge Reef had an evaluation being completed by Dr. Harper. That is, I believe we'll have it any day now. anticipate, well, I have not seen it, but we should have it in date. Ask for the August date. Otherwise, everything's done, just we're waiting.
When you say waiting, okay, well, let's see where we're at. Continue to 8:16?
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll continue this to 8:16. If it needs to be put on earlier for whatever reason.
I anticipate coordinating that with your office.
Yeah, we got some time on the miscellaneous dockets.
Very good.
So we'll make sure it stays on the calendar though at 8:16. Okay. Thank you.
And Judge, I'm covering for Michael Griffith this morning. For Michael Griffith. And Trevor Brown.
Yes, on that.
Trevor Brown, I don't believe he was transported.
He wasn't transported, he left.
He had filed a written motion to continue. It may have already been signed.
Judge, depositions are ongoing in that case. Notably, the primary case officer remains left to depose, so the state has no objection to the written motion.
But the depositions are proceeding?
They are, Judge, yes. We actually had depots just last Friday.
Very good. We'll continue this to 8:16 at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge. That concludes my business this morning.
Very good.
Have a good day, sir.
You too. Mr. Reed, we doing Mr. Reed?
Senator Miller, yes, sir. They're ready.
I'm sorry?
That's the last of them. Is that Riley?
That's right. Yeah, that's
Mr. Riley. Is this Dunham?
It is, Your Honor. John Reed on behalf of Randall Dunham Miller. And, Your Honor, he's here on several cases today. Would you like me to announce them?
Please.
We have 2020 CF 2183, 21 CF 289, 21 CF 1537, 22 CF 215, and 22 CF 588. And Judge, the state has extended an offer of 7 years Department of Corrections to resolve Mr. Miller's cases. That offer is not going to be accepted today, so I believe the state has an announcement for the record regarding that. Judge, we would ask to continue this to the next cycle. I spoke with Mr. Rogers. At that point, we would intend to go to trial on case 21 CF 1537 if the matter is not resolved prior to. And that's due to my schedule, Judge, for your trial this month.
So that's accurate, Judge. Just to make a brief record, so Mr. Dunn Miller has 5 cases on your docket. Going to focus on 21 CF 289, and just really one charge in that one. Mr. Dunn Miller is charged with fentanyl trafficking, which carries a 7-year minimum mandatory sentence and a potential maximum of 30 years. 21 CF 1537, Mr. Dunn Miller is charged with 3 counts of trafficking. That's fentanyl, heroin, and methamphetamine. Each of those carry a maximum exposure of 30 years. The fentanyl trafficking as charged carries a 20-year min-man, heroin trafficking carries a 3-year min-man, and the meth trafficking carries a 7-year.
So say that again.
So as charged, the fentanyl trafficking 14 to 28 grams is a 20-year minimum mandatory sentence.
Okay.
The cocaine trafficking as charged is 3 years. The amphetamine trafficking is a 7-year min-man. Mr. Dunn Miller needs to understand that the FDOE analysis that we have back now is not necessarily conclusive as to the only FDOE analysis that will exist. I intend to go to FDOE and see if they would be willing to analyze more substances if it looks like I'm going to be able to get more or higher trafficking counts. So regardless of that, the 7-year offer will be revoked today. The state reserves the right to essentially make no further offers. Go to trial.
And Judge, I have discussed all of this with Mr. Miller, and he does still intend to reject that today.
Okay. Very good. I appreciate that being made. It's important that everybody understands what's what's on the table. One of the principles that we try and operate is to make sure everything's on above board. You understand what's going on in the state, no surprises, okay?
Yeah.
So what I hear is that we're going to trial next month on the trafficking charge. You understand that?
It's in August, I think.
Well, yes, in August.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
But the rest of the case will be continued to August, well, all the cases will be continued to August 16th. And Madam Clerk, would you make note of that, last, particularly on that one case, the trafficking case?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Is that all you got there, Mr. Reed?
It is, Judge.
Is Sherry Clark in the audience? Sherry
Your
Clark.
Honor, Ms. Clark is in custody.
I have Sherry Clark as an inmate, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll bring her out.
Okay.
That's Mr. Medina's client, Your Honor.
Well, it is, but he's not listed. So we do need that.
I'll bring her out. You want her next?
Well, I want to make sure Mr. Medina's here.
No. Okay.
We can do it later when he's
No problem.
doing his cases.
Is Mr. Medina not appearing on 21 CF 3182 for a felony case?
Oh, he's got a felony case. That's on there? Okay, I didn't notice that. Okay.
Yes,
So we'll do them all at the same time. Right. But they still often Tony, would you announce?
Good morning, Your Honor. This is case 2022 CF 1104, State of Florida versus Shea Patrick Jones. With regards to this matter, Your Honor, we have just completed the depositions and we're in the process of drafting some preliminary positive motions. Has also brought to my understanding that the state has amended the charge this morning. So this time, Your Honor, we just strictly ask that it be continued to the next item.
So amended charge?
So I charged, the first, count 1 remains the same, that's missile into vehicle. Counts 2 and 3, I have added attempted aggravated battery with a firearm. Count 4 was possession of a weapon by a felon with a firearm. With a discharge, notably 3 of those counts are 20-year min-man offenses, Your Honor.
So, where are we at with regards to discovery on this?
Well, we had the depositions last week, so now they're transcribed, and we'll get opportunity to review them and
sure.
Draft any motions we feel necessary for this particular matter.
Are you going to be able to, are you at a place with your discovery where you'll be able to file any dispositive motions that need to be filed? I want to keep the case moving. That's what I'm trying to do.
And I've talked to, I'm probably going to have someone else assist me on this case, Your Honor, to the extent that these charges have been amended. I've talked to, probably going to have co-counsel this, so we're probably not going to be able to get it concluded next cycle.
Are we going to have the dispositive motions handled?
Yes, yes, they should be filed. Yes, filed and sent.
Well, if they're filed, I'd like to have them filed so we can do them this time. We'll get them on. We've got some,
okay.
How long do you anticipate
Here's my
dispositive motions?
We're probably looking at a stand your ground defense, but the reality of that is there has been a lot of depositions taken, and you just got to go through those, and they hadn't been printed out yet. So we got to kind of work along those lines.
So you believe at the very least they'll be able to be scheduled
Yes,
by
Your
the
Honor.
next cycle?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Okay, just trying to, make sure we're getting this case getting our full attention. Your client deserves that, and the people deserve that as well. State. Okay, so we'll continue this till 8, 16, and 9 a.m. And if the record, if the minutes will just reflect that the dispositive motions will be filed during this cycle.
And Mr. Rogers filed that
That's all I have.
information today?
Just this morning.
Okay,
Correct.
thank you.
You've got copies of the amended information?
I think
Or you're
it was-
legally aware of it?
Yeah, I'm aware of it. It popped up on my notes while I was walking in court, so I hadn't had a chance to review it.
Okay.
But he did briefly talk to me about it.
Okay, very good.
That's all I have.
Anything else? Oh, you got it. Okay, thank you, Mr. Jones.
Good thing. Your Honor, you want to do RCCP minutes next?
Yeah, but I want to
Take a break.
Any other, we got all the private attorneys. Mr. Harper, would you?
Judge, I have someone out of custody.
Okay. If you want to do one.
Yes, Judge.
I just want to take a short break. It won't be a long break, but we can do it.
There were 42 on the dockets. Travion Braxton. I had thought that he was still in custody. He said he was present before the court on 22 CF 739, 22 CF 2943, and 23 CF 126. His mother is also present in the courtroom. Judge, I'd like to set this on a miscellaneous court date, just so that Ms. Sharpless and I can talk about trying to get a resolution. We did resolve his cases in Okaloosa County, so the only things outstanding are these Okaloosa County cases. And I think that if we can come to terms, we might be able to resolve it on a miscellaneous court date.
July 11th, July 18th, why don't we say either one? What do you prefer?
I have no preference, Judge. 18th is
July
fine.
in the morning.
This should be a plea, Judge. We don't anticipate a trial.
Right, it's without subpoena, so it's a plea or.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Is that the only one you got out of custody, Mr. Harper?
As far as I know, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Harper, so we're going to take a short break, about a 10 or 15 minute morning break. And Ms. Harper, if you approach.
Check out the soaps, bath bombs, and other bath and body products, all made by hand with natural ingredients at Hub City Soapery. Visit us at 1092 North Verdon Boulevard in Crestview or shop online at hubcitysoapery.com. Hub City Soapery.
From Tom's Main Street Ice Cream, inviting you to come down and get yourself a banana split, shakes, malts, and we're only a block south of the courthouse. And we have too many flavors to even start mentioning. So come on down and take a look.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Hi, I'm Amanda Gaskin with Briarpatch Realty. Helping qualified heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
Back Home Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview's historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Bad Boys Juicy Beef and Tasty Bird is located at 482 North Wilston Street in historic downtown Crestview, just 1 block from the courthouse. We open at 10 a.m. with amazing lunch specials until 2 p.m. serving incredible burgers, wings, sandwiches, and appetizers. Join us for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Alex Barthay from the UPS store once again, and I wanted to let you know about our Sunday hours. We're open now 7 days a week. Normal hours that you've been expecting, but now we're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and it's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
Congratulations, Dixie Dan Powell, for your recent induction into the National Trial Lawyers Top 100. The National Trial Lawyers Top 100 is an organization celebrating premier trial lawyers from across the country who meet stringent qualifications as civil and/or criminal defense lawyers.
Hello, this is Chris Norman at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Our office is in Crestview, Florida, but we service 7 Northwest Florida counties. If you ever find yourself in a jam, please give us a call. We're here to help you out.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045. Days Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at daystirepros.com. Tire Pros love the drive.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
This is Tiffany Woodham, State Farm's newest agent in Crestview. I'd like to personally invite you to stop by my office on North Verdon Boulevard for a no-cost policy review. Let me help you start saving today. Call in, walk in, or click in at yourcrestview.agent.com.
Check out the soaps, bath bombs, and other bath and body products, all made by hand with natural ingredients at Hub City Soapery. Visit us at 1092 North Verdon Boulevard in Crestview or shop online at hubcitysoapery.com. Hub City Soapery.
From Tom's Main Street Ice Cream, inviting you to come down and get yourself a banana split, shakes, malts, and we're only a block south of the courthouse. And we have too many flavors to even start mentioning. So come on down and take a look.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Hi, I'm Amanda Gaskin with RICO Realty. Helping qualified heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
Back Home Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Cresview's historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Bad Boy's Juicy Beef and Tasty Bird is located at 482 North Wilston Street in historic downtown Crestview, just 1 block from the courthouse. We open at 10 a.m. with amazing lunch specials until 2 p.m., serving incredible burgers, wings, sandwiches, and appetizers. Join us for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Alex Barthay from the UPS store once again, and I wanted to let you know about our Sunday hours. We're open now 7 days a week. Normal hours that you've been expecting, but now we're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and it's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
Congratulations, Dixie Dan Powell, for your recent induction into the National Trial Lawyers Top 100. The National Trial Lawyers Top 100 is an organization celebrating premier trial lawyers from across the country who meet stringent qualifications as civil and/or criminal defense lawyers.
Hello, this is Chris Norman at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Our office is in Crestview, Florida, but we service 7 Northwest Florida counties. If you ever find yourself in a jam, please give us a call. We're here to help you out.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045. Days Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at daystirepros.com. Tire Pros love the drive.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
This is Tiffany Woodham, State Farm's newest agent in Crestview. I'd like to personally invite you to stop by my office on North Verdon Boulevard for a no-cost policy review. Let me help you start saving today. Call in, walk in, or click in at yourcrestviewagent.com.
Check out the soaps, bath bombs, and other bath and body products, all made by hand with natural ingredients at Hub City Soapery. Visit us at 1092 North Verdon Boulevard in Crestview or shop online at hubcitysoapery.com. Hub City Soapery.
From Tom's Main Street Ice Cream, inviting you to come down and get yourself a banana split, shakes, malts, and we're only a block south of the courthouse. And we have too many flavors to even start mentioning. So come on down and take a look.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Hi, I'm Amanda Gaskin with RICO Realty. Helping qualified heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
Back Home Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview's historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Fat Boy's Juicy Beef and Tasty Bird is located at 482 North Wilston Street in historic downtown Crestview, just 1 block from the courthouse. We open at 10 a.m. with amazing lunch specials until 2 p.m., serving incredible burgers, wings, sandwiches, and appetizers. Join us for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Alex Barthay from the UPS store once again, and I wanted to let you know about our Sunday hours. We're open now 7 days a week. Normal hours that you've been expecting, but now we're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and that's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
Congratulations, Dixie Dan Powell, for your recent induction into the National Trial Lawyers Top 100. The National Trial Lawyers Top 100 is an organization celebrating premier trial lawyers from across the country who meet stringent qualifications as civil and/or criminal defense lawyers.
Hello, this is Chris Norman at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Our office is in Crestview, Florida, but we service 7 Northwest Florida counties. If you ever find yourself in a jam, please give us a call. We're here to help you out.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045. Days Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at daystirepros.com. Tire Pros love the drive.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
This is Tiffany Woodham, State Farm's newest agent in Crestview. I'd like to personally invite you to stop by my office on North Verdon Boulevard for a no-cost policy review. Let me help you start saving today. Call in, walk in, or click in at yourcrestviewagent.com.
Check out the soaps, bath bombs, and other bath and body products, all made by hand with natural ingredients at Hub City Soapery. Visit us at 1092 North Verdon Boulevard in Crestview or shop online at hubcitysoapery.com. Hub City Soapery.
From Tom's Main Street Ice Cream, inviting you to come down and get yourself a banana split, shakes, malts, and we're only a block south of the courthouse. And we have too many flavors to even start mentioning. So come on down and take a look.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Hi, I'm Amanda Gaskin with RICO Realty. Helping qualified heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call.
When do we see it?
Third court is back in session.
Sounds good. I'll see you.
He's gonna, I think he has to address it.
Yeah. I am. Ready on.
I don't have any of my clients, I don't think. Clark? I don't have,
She's not one of yours. Do you have anything else?
I have Clark, I can take, Cox, I can take, Belch, I've got to have a few minutes to fix her agreement.
Yeah, those aren't even here, so we only have up through 57. Young. We only have through 63 young.
You have Clark, you have Sherry Clark, sir?
No, that looks like it's down on the second page. Where's Sherry Clark?
Yeah, you have 31 Sherry Clark.
Oh yeah,
Clark. We can get her out.
Okay, we'll do her.
We can get her out.
Does that sound good?
Yes, sir. But the other females I need at the moment.
Will they have?
I just want to make sure we need her back on the docket.
Yes, sir. I'm going to.
Ms. Busso, you can pull. This morning is Bartle, 21 CF 2004. There was a written motion to continue the case filed by his attorney. I know it's been brought over, but the court's going to grant the motion to continue until August
Mr. Bartle's been
9 a.m., August 16th at 9 a.m., and this will be the last continuance, and Madam Clerk would make a note of that in the minutes. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'll be ready for trial next go if it's not resolved.
Very good, thank you. Okay, we can.
Sherry Clark was unrepresented on our docket, but I think Mr.
Yeah, well, the reason why it's unrepresented on the morning docket,
It's a TR case.
it's a TR case.
Yes.
And you're not actually assigned to this,
I know.
you're assigned to the.
Oh, a TR trafficking?
Yeah.
May I just talk for that? Is that why we're here today? Or
No, you've got your case as well. Your case is, let me.
Oh, yes, sir. I know my case.
Okay. So you got your case, but also there's a TR case that was apparently is tracking with your case.
Okay.
but you can't represent TR cases, which I know, but.
May I just?
You may.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. May I proceed?
You may.
Thank you for your courtesy, Your Honor. Steve Medina with Sherry Lynn Clark in 22 CF 2896. We are pursuing medical records, and that's going to take some more time. It always is time-consuming to get hospital records, but we're working on that with our investigator. We also received significant production from the state, which I reviewed on Saturday. I am going to have some production provided to Ms. Clark to go over. So we have a hearing that is scheduled for June 15th or 16th. I think it was originally June 16th, and I think it's probably June 15th tomorrow. And what I'm asking the court to do is on our motion to compel, because the state has produced a bunch of materials, if we can cancel.
Is that the one for tomorrow?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, sir, he's on for 9 o'clock in the morning for the
Motion.
I'm requesting that we be allowed to cancel that hearing, and I'm not withdrawing the motion to compel, but I'm going to fully evaluate it, and I think it's probably resolved, but I would just like to reserve the motion for rescheduling if we need.
We'll go ahead and cancel that hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
And if we can continue Ms. Clark to August 16, I'll be, again, continuing to get medical records as quickly as possible. We've retained an expert, and he's in the middle of beginning to undergo an evaluation of these additional records, but that's just the first group, because we're also going to have more medical records.
Dave?
Your Honor, that's accurate. That's where we are with this case, and the state doesn't oppose it.
Well, I appreciate you kind of giving me a rundown in detail. We're glad to see that there's some progress being made.
Yes.
We'll grant the request to continue until the next cycle, August 16th at 9 a.m.
And this is just for the courts, may I just append, is that it's a Florida Highway Patrol situation, and there's some complexity because they also use the intoxilizer room of the county sheriff's office, so we still need some video. Wait, I may have that. I need to talk to you. I may confuse something.
Okay.
That's a different case.
I think that's probably a different case. I'm sorry, Judge.
Now, so I know you don't represent TR cases, so she's just tracking separately on that. We'll run the cases together, even though she's not represented on the other case.
For the record, Your Honor, I've advised her to exercise her Fifth Amendment right, even in a criminal traffic case. Though I don't represent her, I do not want her to testify in that case. I think it would be against her interest. She can reject my advice, but I don't think she is. So,
Your Honor, in cases like this, it is usual for the TR case to follow the CF case. Obviously, what happens in the CF case may moot the TR case, so that's why they usually track, so that the circuit judge can, frankly, if the CF case ends up in a DOC sentence or something like that, this TR usually gets merged and dismissed, Your Honor, so that's kind of why they track.
Okay, so we're tracking both, we'll continue in both to 8:16 and 9.
Thank you, Your Honor, and I just stated about that intoxilizer, and that's just confusion on my part. I apologize. This was a blood draw situation.
Right.
So thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Sierra Banks.
Can I call an out? Oh, absolutely. Judge, can I call Marcus Clark?
Sure.
He's number 45 on the docket. He's before the court on 23 CF 661.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Marcus Clark.
Got it?
Judge, he actually bonded out since his last court date. This is the first time I'm actually meeting with him. I provided my contact information. I've asked for one cycle continuance to August the 12th so that I can have an appointment with him, go over the discovery, and discuss how he would like to proceed.
Very good. This is a recent filing. The court will continue this matter to 8:16 at 9 a.m. Excuse me, that's 8/14, 14th of August. Okay? Thank you. You got that 14th, not 16th?
Yes, sir.
Sierra
Banks. Judge Rudy Harbaugh on behalf of Sierra Banks. She's before the court on 19 CF 1454, 19 CF 1459, 21 CF 454, 22 CF 2784. It's come to my attention, Judge, that she has another new case on the north end. I anticipate that will probably be transferred down here.
What's the charges on the new case?
It's a battery on 15. She has also just provided me with her application for Phoenix House. We're anticipating hopefully trying to get her admitted into that program and using that as part of a resolution of this matter. So we had asked for one cycle continuance to allow for that new case to travel down here and see if we can get this approval for Phoenix House.
State.
Your Honor, it is my understanding that the defendant is attempting to get into Phoenix House, and that may be used as part of a down departure if we have a sentencing hearing, Your Honor. So the state stipulates to that, especially because of the new case. I will get the new case. I will get Mr. Harper the discovery, and I will update the score sheet for him.
Very good. The court will continue all of these cases, not the North County that hasn't been assigned here. The other 4 cases will be continued until the next cycle, 8/16 at 9 a.m.
Sarah Browder.
Judge, this is Sarah Browder. She's number 44 on the docket. She's before the court on 22 CF 2882. For me, just one moment. Judge, if we can leave this set for docket day, this is a probation offer. I made a counter offer to the state. The state's not amenable to that.
The court will continue this till docket day on 6/19 at 9 a.m. for a clear continue.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Davis.
Judge, this is Patricia Davis. She's before the court on 20 CF 1186, 21 CF 437, and 22 CF 1502. Judge, we just did depositions in this matter on the new law case. I think that they went fairly well. One of the victim in this case is actually was unable to attend the deposition because of he's got dementia. So what I'd like to do is if we can leave this set for docket day, I think we're close to an agreement as a resolution in this matter. I think we could probably resolve it this cycle, and I think Ms. Davis would like to do that as well.
Very good. We'll continue all these cases to docket day, which is 6/19 at 9 a.m. for clear continue. Without continuance.
Thank you. Vicky Licardis.
Judge, this is Vicky and Curtis, number 53 in the docket, 23 CF 665. Judge, I talked to the states and they just recently sent over discovery. What I'd like to do is, if I may have just one moment. Judge, if we can bring her back for clear continue on docket day, the state's conveyed to me the offer. I think my client may want to take that. I just need to speak with her about the discovery.
Very good. The court will continue this to docket day 6/19 for a clear continue.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Sam. Pamela Henson. Pam Henson.
Pamela Henson is before the court 23 CF 818.
Okay.
Judge, can we set this on a, what I'd like to do is I think we'll need to do the depositions in this case of the victim. So what I'd like to do is if we can continue this matter for one cycle, and additionally, Ms. Hinson's got, is requesting a bond hearing, so the next available bond hearing date that the court has, I'd like to notice it for a hearing for that date.
We have this motion in file.
It has not, Judge. I'll file that this week.
Okay. Counsel, do you have anything?
No, Your Honor, I'm fine with that. I would ask that he file a motion and we get it set.
Yeah, I mean, I'll set it today. If you sure you're going to file it this week. I don't like to do it generally, but let's get it done. We can do it July 18th.
What type of motion is this, Sean?
This will be a bond hearing.
It'll be a bond hearing. It's not yet been filed, but it's going to be a bond hearing. We'll also go ahead and continue this case to the next trial cycle at 8:16 at 9 a.m. We'll do the bond hearing on July 18th in the morning, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Marina Coley?
I don't think that's mine.
Judge, this is Marie McCoy. She was number 63 on the docket. She's before the court on 23 CF 1033. Let me have just one moment, Judge. I think she was carried over from the Monday. She was erroneously listed.
Carried over for Monday, and I had already sent it off.
What's the case number on this?
Judge, this is 23 CF 1033. And the docket that I have, she's actually number 63.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, at this time, Ms. McCoy is going to withdraw her previously entered plea and enter a plea of no contest. This will be a withhold of adjudication. She'll be placed on 3 years of probation, $615 in court costs, $150 cost of defense, $40 per month cost of supervision, attend and complete a substance abuse evaluation and any recommended treatments, have no firearms or narcotics during the course of probation, and perform 24 hours of community service work from the approach. Amen. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. McCoy, would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? So, you heard your attorney state the terms of your plea agreement.
Yes, I did.
And those same terms are contained in the written plea agreement that I see you've signed. First question is, did you read this plea agreement carefully? And did you go over it in detail with your attorney, make sure you had all your legal questions answered?
Yes, I did.
You understand that by entering this, you're waiving the right to go to a trial and this will be a final adjudication of this case?
Yeah.
Does anybody threaten the court to get you to enter into this?
No.
You've had all your legal questions answered. Very good. Based upon that, the court will accept your plea agreement. And the court will, there'll be a withhold adjudication, 3 years of probation with standard court costs that are contained in the plea agreement. You must have a substance abuse evaluation and recommended treatment, no firearms or narcotics, and community service hours are also included. And I assume the defense does not have a problem with the score sheet.
No. No problem.
Very good. Any questions, Ken?
No.
You have 30 days to appeal this.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. You have a nice day. So we're going to continue with the females? And
Yes, sir. There's two more.
Okay.
It's going to be Samantha Young and Hugh Anna. So Samantha Young will be next. J-U-N.
It's Samantha Jung. It's Jung with the J, Your Honor. Jeff Jung is here.
Jung, J-U-N-G.
J-U-N-G, like I said. You know. I'm sorry, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, it's going to be case number 22-CF2426.
And what's the defendant's name?
Samantha and Jung.
Jung. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Make sure I get it right.
Yes, Your Honor. She's corrected me a few times over the last few weeks about the Jung with a J. We're going to leave her set for a plea on Monday, Your Honor. Today, we need to put Ms. Jung under oath. The state has asked if it would be all right if they release the letter that I filed in reciprocal to her mother. And then to avoid any sort of potential HIPAA issues, we wanted to make sure that Ms. Jung didn't have an issue with that before it was released. There's a letter documenting her medical treatment out of the jail.
Okay, and what are you requesting?
To have Ms. Jung placed under oath so that we can have her say that she has no objection to that being released to her mother.
Ms. Jung, would you please raise your right hand? You swear or affirm that the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay. So, this case is
Yes, sure. Ms. Jung, there was a letter I received from the jail detailing your medical treatment. The state has asked if we could have that released to your mother. Do you have any objection to that?
No, I do not.
No other questions, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, would you repeat your answer? I didn't hear
No, I
it.
do not.
Okay, great. Thank you, ma'am.
No other questions, Your Honor.
So we'll just continue this to docket date 6/19 at 9 a.m. State's okay?
Yes, sir. And I have a plea agreement signed with her for Ms. Jung at that point.
Thank you very much.
Keely Anna, Your Honor, I don't have a docket number, but Ms. Keely M. Anna, and it's approaching in 22 CF 2733, and we have a misdemeanor plea and sentence agreement resolving her 2 felony charges with.
This is case number 22 CF 2733.
Yeah, that's correct, Your Honor, and I think the state has the agreement.
State have the
Charles, do you have the agreement? I put it out here for Ms. Anna Keely Hammond. There was no new case, it was an FTA, so it's going to be.
Am I thinking about someone else?
You have the agreement here.
Keely Hammond. Got that?
Yes, Your Honor, we had worked out the terms, and then she picked up an FTA, and we've added the agreement to not have, the state will not file on the FTA, so that allowed us to resolve it with the original terms that we negotiated.
Very good.
And it is for a misdemeanor paraphernalia, Your Honor, so there will not be a score sheet.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Would you go ahead and announce?
Yes, Your Honor, if I may approach with a short copy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your Honor, under the agreement, the state is agreeing to dismiss the 2 felony counts 1 and 2 in exchange for the following: adjudication of guilt on count 3, which was a misdemeanor drug paraphernalia, 11 months, 29 days probation to be supervised by JCS. I don't know if there's a card we can give her for JCS to show her where to go on that, but Judicial Correction Services.
No, not Kelly Avenue. Do we have a JCS card?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, could she report, I don't know when she's going to get back, could she report 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for JCS? Depending on the hours they get back.
Sure. Yes, that's fine.
So you report by 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay, awesome, thank you.
And ma'am, if I may continue, Your Honor, she has to do a substance abuse evaluation within 30 days with any recommended treatment to commence within 60 days. Random urinalysis, I believe it's $270 in court costs, 150 PD fees, and the state agrees not to file on the FTA.
Very good. Is that the agreement with the state?
Yes, Your Honor, that is the agreement.
Ms. Annan, am I pronouncing that right?
Yes, you are.
Ms. Annan, would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
So you heard your attorney state the terms of your plea agreement.
Yes, sir.
And those same terms are contained in the written plea agreement that you have signed. Have you read this closely?
Yes, sir.
And have you gone over it in detail with your attorney?
I have.
Make sure you had all your legal questions answered.
Yes, sir.
And you understand, importantly, you're waiving some valuable legal rights. You want to make sure you're aware of those.
Mm-hmm.
You've had the ability to answer any questions on those. The main ones is that obviously you're waiving the right to go to a trial, confront witnesses, and make the state prove their case.
Yes, sir.
You want to have a final resolution of this today.
Yes, sir.
You believe it's in your best interest.
I do.
Based upon that testimony, the court will accept your plea agreement. The state has agreed to dismiss counts 1 and 2 in exchange for an adjudication of guilt on count 3, which is the possession of paraphernalia misdemeanor. The court will sentence you to 11 months, 29 days probation to be supervised by JCS. It does have some supervision fees to that, attached to that. You're aware of that?
Yes, sir.
Not in here, but I just want to make sure you're not surprised by that. As a condition of this probation, you must have a substance abuse evaluation within 30 days and follow any recommended treatment to commence within 60 days. Of course, it will be the random UAs, court costs, etc., and the state agrees not to file on your failure to appeal. Question?
No, sir.
Thank you very much. Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Very good. Ray Sean Shocker will be next under Mr. Carter.
Judge, this number 64 on the docket.
Who is that?
Rayshon Schaffner. This is number 64 on the docket. SHOF.
Okay.
Which one is Schaffner?
Jeff Schaffner. Judge, she's before the court on 21 CF 2362, 21 CF 2364, 21 CF 2399, 21 CF 3297, 21 CF 3299, and 22 CF 340. Judge, there is a mental health evaluation that's still pending with Dr. Zeman in this matter. Earlier at the bar, we spoke about me reaching out to Dr. Zeman for a status update as to, what's the estimated time of completion of this, Judge. I'd ask for one cycle continuance. We have done a number of depositions in this case, but I think we're just waiting on the disposition of that evaluation.
Very good. We'll continue all these cases to 8/16 at 9 a.m.
Craig will be next. He's wheelchair now.
Judge, I believe this is number 47 on the docket, Charles Craig, 23 CF 619. Judge, I think I was appointed yesterday to this case. I have not had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Craig or go over any discovery. I haven't received any at this point, obviously. So I'd be asking for a one cycle continuance.
One second.
Charles Lewis Craig.
Because he just got appointed, Mr. Harper just got appointed.
He's probably unrepresented on this stuff.
Yeah, I don't have him on the unrepresented.
On the docket that I have, Judge, he's 47.
Yes, but you just got appointed and
I didn't get the new document anyway. Just give me the case number again.
It's 23 CF 619.
We'll just go over from there. Is that something different?
And give me the spelling of the last name.
C-R-A-I-G. First name Charles.
Okay. The court state okay with continuance?
Yes, Your Honor, this is a cold case, sexual battery, but it is a new arrest. So
Very good. We'll continue this until the next cycle, 8/16 and 9/1.
Your Honor, is the date on the docket June 9th? Because he is on there, but under Mr. Medina, I just went ahead and pulled up your docket that I sent originally, because you have to send them 3 days in advance.
Yeah, that's all right.
And I did find him on.
So this was on Mr. Medina's?
Yes, sir, and like I said, Mr. Courthouse.
Sure, that's all right. Appreciate you finding it.
Okay, we got a couple talks.
That makes sense for why it's not on.
Hey, Frank, the matches are done. We're ready to go in order. And you
Okay. Just a second. There we go.
Yeah, they need a second too to get the maxes up.
8/16.
Is the court going to be taking a lunch break today? I'm just curious, so I can plan for who I need to talk with before.
Yes, we are, and just in the future, although I may push a little past the noon hour, if it makes sense one way or another, we're going to always take a lunch break.
Yeah, sure.
Just because, not just because of me.
We only have about 20 inmates left, and then they'll have to take them back and get the rest of them.
So we'll probably do the ones that are here, the 20 that are here, and then we'll take a break for lunch.
I'm assuming
We'll take
those
a
are
good
all
hour.
I think we got
RCC.
through 54. So it looks like all RCC.
Except for a few, so that's all RCC.
Okay. So, what's our next case?
Should be Tremont Coward, but they're still securing the max inmates.
Gotcha.
Judge, ready for Tremont Coward when you're ready.
It's at the bottom.
is it Siobhan or Tremont?
Tremont.
Yeah. You said Siobhan, I thought Siobhan was supposed to be.
Mr. Coward, to the lectern.
Judge, this is Tremont Coward, 20 CF 2490, 20 CF 2999, and 23 CF 52. Judge, I'm going to be asking for a continuance to the depositions. We have an alibi witness in this particular case, and I'll disclose that to the state and do the deposition of the arresting officer. Mr. Coward will also like a bond hearing. It's my understanding from listening to the court that the earliest available might be in July.
Correct.
So I'll follow a notice, Judge, and I'll notice it for a hearing.
Okay.
But I'd like to continue this for one cycle.
State.
Your Honor, that's fine.
Court will continue this 8/16 and 9/9.
Reginald Cunningham in there.
Judge, this is Mr. Cunningham. He's before the court on 23 CF 696. Judge, I spoke with him recently. If I may have just one moment. Judge, can we bring Mr. Cunningham back? He's conveyed a counter offer to me. I'm going to talk to the state based on the somewhat simplistic nature of these facts. I'm hopeful we can resolve this cycle, Judge.
Very good. We'll come back on docket day, which is next Monday, 6/19 at 9 a.m.
Gus Curley. Gus Curley. 16.
Judge, this is Gus Curley. He's before the court on 22 CF 1028, 22 CF 1532, 22 CF 1542, and 23 CF 557. I've conveyed some information to the state about the new law case. Can we set this for a miscellaneous date for status? Because I think that the victim in this case, there's some evidence that I need to obtain from the county jail, a video call between the victim and my client. And I just need to be able to facilitate that, provide that to the state, and we might be able to come to a resolution in July.
You brought $4,000. Okay.
Your Honor, that was my suggestion as well. We can leave it on a miscellaneous date, and I will.
You want to schedule the miscellaneous now or wait until we need?
Can we just set it for like the?
No, I don't have a problem setting.
11th?
Okay. We'll continue, we'll set it for July 11th. July 11th at 9 a.m. without subpoenas.
God bless you. Thank you very much for your hard work. Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Cornelius Donaldson.
Judge, this is Cornelius Donaldson. He's before the court on 22 CF 1617. We just did depositions in this matter. I think that the state's, I've conveyed a counteroffer to the state, and I think there's one additional element that they're wanting, and I think my client is agreeable to that. If we can leave this up for Dr. Day, you wanted to say something. Cornelius Donaldson. Can we set this for July 11th, Judge?
That's fine. We'll continue this to July 11th in the morning at 9 a.m. without subpoenas.
Eric Edwards.
Judge, this is Eric Edwards. He's before the court on 21 CF 1210 and 21 CF 2883. Your Honor, can we approach on this matter? You may.
We can help.
Background Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview's historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Bad Boy's Juicy Beef and Tasty Bird is located at 482 North Wilston Street in historic downtown Crestview, just 1 block from the courthouse. We open at 10 a.m. with amazing lunch specials until 2 p.m., serving incredible burgers, wings, sandwiches, and appetizers. Join us for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Alex Barthay from the UPS store once again.
And I wanted to let you know about our Sunday hours. We're open now 7 days a week. Normal hours that you've been expecting, but now we're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and it's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force
Client
Base
has
locations.
requested, and I'm agreeable to doing this, doing an independent DNA analysis of the evidence in 22 CF 2095 based on the nature of those types of charges. I would need to retain an expert that will do that, so I'd ask for one cycle continuous to do that. But otherwise, once that and that remaining deposition is done, we would be ready for trial.
There's no objection, Your Honor, to that continuance. We'll have to see how we want to coordinate that with FDLE as to the reanalyzation of the evidence.
Just by point of inquiry, just inform, it sounds like I'm not objecting, but complaining I'm not, but I do want to understand, why are we making this request a year into the case?
We've done all the depositions. Otherwise, I think the only one outstanding is just the victim. She's a special needs minor. So we've been sort of saving that to the very end. My client brought this up to me in our last appointment about having this independently analyzed. I had not considered it until that point, Judge. But given the severity of the type of charge that it is, my client had some prior experiences where he didn't believe that enough analysis had been done, and he believed it resulted in a negative ramification. And he's asking for this. I don't have a compelling reason not to do it, Judge, but the timing is what it is.
Okay. So for today, we're just continuing this to the next cycle?
Yes, sir. And if we're able to retain an expert and have that analysis done somewhat seamlessly, I'm okay with some sort of resolution next cycle.
Okay. How long does this additional review of the evidence take?
Your Honor, I can't speak to the expert that they're going to
Well,
hire.
I'm not going to hold you to it. I'm just
Right.
trying to get a feel.
Your Honor, we know sometimes with FDLE they're backlogged, but of course ours has already been done. So I think the only thing would be that Mr. Harper would need to identify who the expert is, and then the two parties would have to get together pursuant to the court order and work out the evidence.
So y'all are going to get me a court order as to the additional review of the evidence?
Yes, sir. If necessary, I'll do that.
I believe that would be appropriate, Your Honor. I believe the expert would need that, and FDLE would need that.
I can do that.
Well, I'll be looking for that. Okay. Very good. 9/16 at 9 a.m.
Your Honor, I believe that would be 8/16.
8/16?
It would be 8/16. My bad. Thank you. Been a long morning.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Paul Griner.
If we can hold on Mr. Griner just a second, because I'm going to address Joseph Graham. Judge, that's the one of the cases we addressed. I'd ask to set this for August the 16th, and that's 22 CF 1985 and 22 CF 2383.
Very good. So we're continuing that until 8/16 at 9 a.m., correct? We're just doing a next cycle?
Yes,
just
Your
doing the
Honor.
next cycle to 8/16 at 9 a.m.?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very
And
good.
this is Mr. Joseph Graham?
Yes, sir.
That is correct.
You said 8/16?
Correct. 8/16 at 9 a.m.
Paul Griner.
Judge, this is Paul Griner. He's before the court on 21 CF 2041, 22 CF 1349, 22 CF 1980, and 22 CF 2273. I've spoken with the state. This matter had been left set for clear trial last cycle. We were trying to get an alternative resolution incorporating some substance abuse treatment. That's still in progress. I have no reason to continue this. We're going to leave this set for clear trial on docket day, Judge, anticipating that we're still working toward that as a possible resolution.
We'll continue this till docket day 9 a.m., which is 6/19 next week, next Monday.
Well, you had it.
Judge, this is William Hackett before the court on 23 CF 183. Judge, can we bring him back on docket day? Mr. Hackett's conveyed an offer to me. The state's not entirely agreeable to that, but I think we're closer than we were. I think it's possible we could resolve it this cycle, and if we can bring him back on docket day, we can just
Come back for docket day for plea to continue. That's 6/19 at 9 a.m.
Michael Jenkins.
Judge, this is Michael Jenkins. He's before the court on 22 CF 2308 and 23 CF 314. Judge, I've spoken with the state. We're going to be doing depositions in this case. The newer case, it's my understanding the previous counsel conducted some depositions.
Is there more than one case? I've just got one case.
Yes, sir. He's got two cases.
I've got the 23 CF 314. What's the other case?
It's 22 CF 2308.
So, go ahead, we'll find it.
Judge, some depositions have occurred in the older case. I'm going to need to do depositions in the newer case.
What are the charges in the older case?
They're both trafficking cases.
Okay. Okay.
I've also got, we're prepping a motion to suppress based on the facts currently as alleged. I'm hoping that the details from the deposition will further flesh that out. Additionally, Mr. Jenkins is advising that he would like a motion to reinstate his bond. From what I've been hearing, that's the earliest available court date, unfortunately in July. So I'll notice that for hearing as well, Judge. But as to the substantive cases, I'd ask to continue this for one cycle.
Okay.
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you find the other case?
No, sir. And I'm not sure why it didn't print on that first docket.
But the 22, that's all right, but the 22 CF 2308, as long as you've got that, and we'll continue both cases to 8/16 at 9 a.m. That's fine.
And I'll follow notice and motion for bond.
Yep, that's
July 11th.
You want to, yeah, if you'll file that, and we'll get it set.
Yes, sir.
Charles
That'll
Johnson.
be in the morning when you do it.
Charles Johnson.
Judge Charles Johnson, he's before the court on 22 CF 1176 and 22 CF 3071 and 23 CF 135. Let me have just one moment. Judge, if we can bring Mr. Johnson back on Monday, I think we're at a difference of about a couple of days between his counteroffer and the state's offer.
Okay.
I'm hoping we can resolve
Come
that.
back on docket day at 9 a.m. 6/19.
Was that plea continued?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Apologize for the rain, Your Honor.
No, it's fine.
Brenda Keel.
Judge, if Mr. Keel is before the court on 22 CF 464 and 22 CF 1304. He's also represented by Mr. Gates, number 74 in the docket, 22 CF 2076. Let me have just one moment. Judge, if we can leave this set for docket day, bring him back. His posture is that he would like to proceed forward to trial. I'm going to continue working with the state, see if we can come to some.
State ready?
Your Honor, I'm sorry, which case is yours again, remind me?
This is, you're not following us
The
here?
464?
464, and I've got 1304.
Which one are we going to trial on?
He would ask for 464, which is the fraud case.
I think the state gets to make that call. Which one you,
Your Honor, we'll bring it back on docket day, and then we'll let you know which case we can
Okay.
proceed to trial on.
okay, so we'll come back on docket day, which is 6/19 at 9 a.m. And ready for trial. So the big question is it Mr. Gates' case or
It'll be my case.
It'll be one of your cases. Oh.
I think Mr. Gates is wrong for the right.
I am, my case is not one I think we would be setting for trial.
Do you want to keep them all together then?
Yeah, let's run them all. We'll track them all together.
Marcus Snowden.
Judge, this is Marcus Snowden. He's before the court on 21 CF 2286. Judge, there are a number of co-defendants in this case. We had depositions. We've done a number of depositions. One of the depositions had to be canceled by the co-defendant's attorney. They couldn't make it. We're rescheduling that. We'd asked to set this for the August the 16th. This case is an older case. It is a cold case, but we are making forward progress now, Judge. And we're just coordinating this amongst 4 different attorneys.
State.
This is Mr. Stone, correct, Mr.
Yes.
Your Honor, I spoke with Ms. Davis, who's on this case, and she was anticipating a continuance.
We'll continue this till 8/16, next cycle, 9 a.m. Hopefully we'll continue to make progress.
Alan James will be next.
Judge, this is Alan James. This is 23 CF 836.
I don't have James.
Alan Alfred James the fourth.
What's the case number?
Judge, this is 23 CF 836. It's number 59 on my docket.
You got an updated one. Go ahead.
Judge, I think that the offer is conveyed by the state right now. My client is having some difficulty accepting that. We might need to go and set depositions in this case and see how to proceed from there. I believe this is the first time up. I would ask for a 1-cycle continuance.
If there's any chance of doing anything, we can come back in on docket day and we can still continue it. I won't force you to go to trial.
If we can...
It's up to you. You have a better feel for it than I do.
The offer is the offer. It's not going to change. So, I mean, I'm not sure if his answer will change between now and docket day.
The offer at this time, Judge, incorporates a prison sentence. My client doesn't score. He doesn't want to do that. He's already been sentenced to a misdemeanor sentence on a misdemeanor case for probation. So I think at this time it would be more prudent to go and do depositions in this case and then set this for a bond hearing at a later date. Now, I'll notice that for a hearing.
Very good. So we'll continue this till 8/16 at 9 a.m. And you can set the bond hearing when you get it filed.
William Bethany will be next.
I don't have Bentley either.
Judge, I think he might have been a carryover from Monday.
What's the case number?
William Bentley's case number is 23 CF 624.
Okay.
In Mr. Bentley's case, the victim in this matter has requested charges be dropped. She's filled out an affidavit and has met with the victim's advocate at the state attorney's office. I'm not certain if the state is able to substantiate that or talk to her independently. I would be inclined to leave this for docket day. I don't know how the state feels about that.
Sorry. I didn't hear you.
quick, but.
I think we were going to try and break after.
Okay.
Unless you need, if you all want.
No, they just had, they've already taken the bus north, so it doesn't matter anyway. So if you want to take a break, that's fine. I'll let them know. Judge Ketchell wants to take a break after break, so Farrow and Green and Horns are going to play talk.
Hey, Ms. Sharpless, I'm just kind of
I am not going to be able to talk to the victim before Dr.
Judge, I think that it'd probably be prudent based on the states. If we can set this for 7-11 as a miscellaneous date for status, I will reach out to
He was the last one in the
Sharpless based on the affidavit, see if we can get a stipulated order for a bond. If we can just set it for 7-11, Judge.
Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. That is
Court will continue this. We'll set it for a miscellaneous date on 7/11 for possible resolution.
All right, this week. Donnie Gray will be the last one for this morning.
What about Reginald Washington?
That was one that we approached sidebar, Judge. I can address him right now.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Reginald Washington, he's number 68 on the docket, 23 CF 171. Judge, based on what we discussed at the bench, I will be asking to continue this to allow for the states to allow for me to go and do a mental health evaluation.
The court will continue that case 23 CF 171, date 16 and 9.
Judge, this is Donnie Bray, number 43 on the docket. He's before the court on 23 CF 288 and 23 CF 787. Judge, on his cases, I'm going to ask to set this for a status on 7/11 as well. I'll also notice it for a bond hearing in abundance of caution if we're not able to incorporate a resolution on that date.
Court will continue this until 7/11 on this land docket for potential resolution.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, I think that's all that I have.
Okay. This is a good opportunity to make a break, to break for lunch. And we will see everybody. We'll be back at 1:30. 1:30, good enough? Can you guys be back on 1:30?
All rise, please. Court's in recess until 1:30.